Guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing another debate. So this time it's not Disney or Marvel. It's another movie called The Notebook, which is a pretty classic rom-com film. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it's very good. So we're going to be discussing about the two characters Noah and Allie. And our debate is Noah a bad influence on Allie? So me and Emily are going to say no. And I forgot which side. And Grace and Ellie are saying yes, he is a bad influence. So Grace, why do you think he is bad influence?
Okay, so my first point, he's an emotional abuser. He really is in the entire film. So you may think he's played by Ryan Gosling, and yes, he portrays a very charming character that we all fall in love with. But once you see it, you just think all his romantic grand gestures are just a way to emotionally manipulate Allie. For example, the Ferris wheel scene, like he jumps on and hangs over and tells her, "Go out with me." And when she says no, he's trying to kill himself. So he's guilt tripping her to go out on a date with him. So what kind of guy does that?
Noah.
Noah.
Okay, besides Noah. But I mean, come on. Would you honestly try to force someone to go out with you, even when you're on to kill yourself? I mean, that's insane. What else? It's just, yeah, that was just uncool. Any thoughts on that?
Okay. Basically, my thing is, yeah, I agree with that. But honestly, they're both as bad as each other. They're both bad influences on each other. Their relationship is basically toxic. Like, I just rewatched it recently just before, writing down my notes. And I think Allie's honestly the badder out of the two. So yeah, you're right. Like Noah did that Ferris wheel. Like he's emotionally abusive. Like that Ferris wheel scene, like you were saying, when Noah crashes Allie's date and then he gets turned down by Allie and then he hangs down from the Ferris wheel and threatens to jump if Allie didn't say yes. Yeah, that's not right at all. Like like what? I mean, I wouldn't even do that. Get a Ferris
I wouldn't even say yes to the guy. I just say, go on, drop, do yourself.
But honestly, Allie is also bad. Like Allie is physically abusive. She like literally slaps him. She pushes him when she's angry with Noah. And yeah, you might be angry, but that doesn't give you an excuse to like hit someone. And Noah is obsessed with Allie. Like from the first time he meets Allie, I mean that's the whole reason for the Ferris wheel thing. Like he literally straight away was fixated on her, and he decides that he can't be happy without her. And he literally even says that he's drawn to her, which I honestly don't understand. And then he sees that she gets together with someone, but he still finishes the house that they were going to buy together and constructs it. And that part was sort of sweet. But he's honestly really obsessed with her, and he's not willing to move on, even with having like received no response from her. Like all of those 365 letters he wrote to her, and there's no response. He's still so obsessed with her, which is crazy because there's got to be a time limit for this sort of thing. And they fight pretty much all of the time. I mean, they literally said that, like, we fight and then we make up and then we fight again. Like, and yeah, fights are supposed to, they're supposed to happen in relationships. They're expected. But it's a bit worrying because it seems like everything's okay, which should it just be okay? But yeah, they fight a lot, a lot, a lot. And yeah. And then they cheat with each other as well. Like, cheating is never okay. We see Allie cheating on Lon, who she's engaged to, and no one knows this as well. And that is not right in any circumstance. Like, Lon was like really, he loved her, he cared for her, he let her go so that she could find herself, before they got married. And what does she do? She goes and cheats on him. And then to the end of the film, like Allie wants to leave Noah after everything, and she wants to go back to being with Lon, and she basically just used Noah. She used him because she knew he had feelings for her. She saw that he had built her dream house, and she knew that he hadn't really moved on. And then she uses him, and she's like, "Bye, I'm going. I'm gonna go back to Lon. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have our kids." Da 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 da. And at that point, I was just really angry with Allie because it like if a man had done that to a woman, we would have gone crazy, right? We would have been like, wow, he basically just used her and he dumped her and all of that. And here we see it happen, and it's like I don't know. But yeah, honestly, sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there. But basically, what I'm trying to say is they're just as bad as each other. Is Noah a bad influence on Allie? Yes. Is Allie a bad influence on Noah? Yes. And what's really annoying is the fact that, what I've heard about this movie is that, because it's based on the book by Nicholas Sparks, and apparently like half of the things that happen in the movie didn't even happen in the book. Like that carnival scene, like that actually didn't even happen. They liked each other apparently in the book, and they formed a nice relationship. So that whole Ferris wheel hanging down thing, that never happened. So it's really annoying because the movie could have been 100% like really different. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is they're as bad as each other, so they deserve each other.
Opposite attract.
But yeah, that is.
Yeah, I maybe they do deserve each other, but to be honest, I think Noah's a slightly bit more worse because you said some things and I thought Noah did exactly the same thing. So when you said Allie cheated on her fiance, Noah kind of used his widowed neighbor for empty sex. Like he basically used someone and then just say, and while she was looking for a companion because she's a widow, she lost her husband during the war, and she was just looking for someone to care for her, and he sort of kind of took advantage of her. That's pretty messed up.
I think
And
they had an agreement though. I don't think he like forced himself onto her.
no,
I
but
think
you
they
would feel
had
bad for that.
yeah, it would. But it's as long as they both are okay with it and it's okay, like that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Another point, he manipulates Allie. Like he always convinces her to do things she doesn't want to do, and he doesn't really let her speak for herself or let her kind of get her own opinion out. So I can quite understand why she's quite physically frustrated with him, because sometimes he might be just trying to like close her up and keep her all to himself. And you're right, he is obsessed with Allie. For God knows reason, he's obsessed with this girl he barely knew, like in the beginning. And the letters, yeah, you're right. It's a red flag because this just proves he has a compulsive need to be in constant contact with Allie. That's like having a boyfriend who always texting you every day just to let you know what he's doing, or he wants to know what you're doing. That's invading your privacy, really.
I don't
And
know about that. I
well,
don't know.
not invading in privacy, but he just has to know, like he just has to be in contact with her. He has to be part of her life. That's
I think he just wanted her to respond to him. I think that was simply what it was. It was just
like you said,
he
but like after 300 letters, she never responded. He's got to get to the point that maybe he doesn't
yeah,
want that.
I
Maybe she
agree
doesn't
with
want
that.
to be with him anymore,
I
and
agree with that, but
he doesn't get that. And also, hold on. He builds her dream house without consulting her. I mean, if you knew a guy like who you dated for like the summer, like years ago, and then decide to buy your old house and make it into a dream house without consulting you, I mean, that's a bit not cool, really. Like, I wouldn't want a guy to do that for me, especially without kind of telling me about it or warning me, really. Because why they think it's romantic, I just think it's a bit creepy.
I don't know. I feel like it was fine. I mean, it was her ideas, but it was also his idea as well. Like, I'm pretty sure that location was his idea, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, if we had like a white fence or something." I can't remember what exactly it was. So I don't think that was. I didn't have a problem with that, to be honest. I didn't think that was anything worrying with that.
Yeah, well, that's as part of it. Noah just got this unrealistic and unhealthy view of love. Like he does like all these love grand gestures again with the Ferris wheel, the house, the letters, and rowing in the boat. And he sees like I don't know how to describe it. He just always has to make it so dramatic or trying to make it so sweet just to get her attention. I mean, take a break, mate.
You really hate Noah.
I do. And another
Noah.
point. I'm just going to continue laying out these points just to get it out of me. Also, he was willing to change himself for Allie. He was offering to change his personality to get his crush's attention, and that's so wrong on so many levels. Like, that's just telling people, if you want to get the attention of your crush, change yourself no matter what. Change it to be whoever they want you to be. I mean, that's not right. I mean, would you change yourself to just get a guy's attention or girl? Yeah. And also one stupid thing, and I could not understand why, he laid himself in the middle of the road. I mean, he might have just bury a grave and just put himself in it or something. I don't know, but why would you do that? That's just stupid. And he was persuading Allie to do that. He said, "Oh, take a risk. You gotta trust yourself." But no, don't take a risk. Don't go laying in the middle of the road and waiting for someone to drive over you. That's stupid, man. You're not just toxic. You're stupid. That's just ridiculous.
I think Grace doesn't like Noah.
Yeah.
Get it away.
Wasn't there more to that road lying scene though? Wasn't it something that she wanted to do, or like she wanted to see or something? Wasn't it?
She wanted to see the stars. Just look up. Don't lay on the road. Lay on the sand or lay in the park or something. Don't lay on the middle of the road. And he persuaded her to do it. He persuaded her to risk her own life. That's not good. I mean, no, that's not cool. So, any more points, Emily? Or
no,
Tess?
I think it's time for Tess to go. Go for it, Tess. Don't sound too excited.
I can't have all my points have just come out. I think for me, all the points I had were summed up in Emily's summary, because I haven't watched the movie in ages. But from what I remember is it's not one-sided. It's not just Noah who did all the bad things. It was also Allie, and I think just both were bad for each other. So I don't think it was just Noah that had a bad influence on Allie. She also had a impact in a bad way to Noah as well. So it wasn't just matching. So that's whatever Emily said.
Yeah, but she didn't kind of start this whole thing. He started this huge obsession with her, and then it became really toxic. So he basically drew her into this toxic relationship.
Yeah, but he might have started it, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have an impact on it as well.
Yeah, she did become worse later on.
Yeah,
it became worse because of him. He was kind of he was manipulating. That puts an impact on her. She was, to be honest, I think she was a little bit of the victim. When she was with her fiance, she was calm, she was nice, and he was sweet. All Noah did was trying to convince her not to marry him and be with him, and not to marry the guy and just be with him instead. I mean, maybe you could just say "Oh, be happy and hope you had a good life." Let her go.
Well, why did she go see him? She was asking for that herself. She shouldn't have gone and seen him then.
Well, maybe after seeing him, she got overwhelmed with this unfinished feelings she had for him.
And then he was like, "Do you want to see something?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Oh,
She decided to take.
She probably wanted closure.
I don't think so. She honestly went back. She knew as soon as she saw that photo of the house, she knew, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see." And she caused so much trouble, and then she literally left Noah after making him fall for her again, and then she literally cheated on Lon. They are honestly as bad as each other. Yeah, I don't think this just lies on Noah.
Yeah, but she moved on. She moved on with her life. when she found out she had nothing from Noah, not his fault, it was her mother. But I get that. But once she found, like, if she found out that there's nothing going to happen with their relationship now, she decided, you know what, I should move on. I should find a new kind of happiness now. And when Noah, he couldn't take no for refuse. He couldn't take no. He couldn't take a rejection. He just continued this obsession and started like sending letters again and again and again every day. And you may think it's a sign of love. He just wants to show that he still wants to be part of her life, even though she might have let him go. He could never let her go.
But he did. He sent the letters for a year and that was it. And then he made the house. And sure, he took the ideas that Allie had, but in the end, that is his house. And that was his hard work making that house. So he did let her go. And then when she
It was
came
their
back,
dream house. He was building their dream house, hoping that once he built the entire house and posted, that she will find the house and will go back to him.
he didn't
And it
aim
did
to post it. He didn't aim to post it. That wasn't the whole point of the posting. The posting was someone else's idea. It was some sort of article about how amazing the house was, that this guy had built the house all by himself and all of that. It wasn't anything else. So he didn't aim. He didn't have a plan of
Are you
like how
sure
to
he
get
didn't?
Allie
Because
back.
he might
Yeah.
have, he's a manipulator. He might have planned this all this time. He might have wanted to get a notice, especially by Allie. He might have wanted to be on the newspaper and make sure Allie spot it.
Yeah, and she spotted it and she decided to go back. That wasn't his fault. She made the decision herself to go back. And then after spending a little bit of time talking with him, she could have left. But she didn't. She stayed.
Still emotional abuse. I think he might have
Physically
been
abusive.
It's not physical abuse, it's emotional abuse. He was guilt tripping her.
And she was slapping him and hitting him.
Well, they're both abusive, but still.
What I'm hearing is they're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, but he's a bit worse.
That
He
still
started the whole
confirms
thing.
he's a bad influence.
Hmm?
That still confirms that he's a bad influence.
Exactly.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is it's just not just him. And it's Allie as well.
It may not just be him, but I mean, the mother was cruel for hiding the letters. But we're saying that is Noah a bad influence, and we're all saying yes. Not just is Noah and other people, it's just Noah. So
No,
you're
but
saying yes.
yeah, we're saying yes, but fine. We're saying yes, but it's not just him. It's both of them. So really what we're trying to say is that they're both bad influences on each other.
They're both awful. It's a toxic relationship and it shouldn't have happened.
Okay, one more thing. I know you said she's physically abusive, and like I say, maybe the slapping, maybe it's a result of her being trapped by his emotional abuse. But one thing, Noah doesn't respect her boundaries. And I can tell you this one thing: when they were kissing, like outside, on the front porch or something, he started grooming without her permission. Now, if you were going to kiss a girl, I don't know, touch her private parts, maybe just ask her permission first, because she's still young. She's, how old is she? 16 at the time, or 17? Oh, let's just say around that age. If you're going to be her boyfriend, I don't know, ask her. He didn't respect her boundary. He was just going straight in for the kill. I mean, come on, man, have a bit of respect. He didn't respect her. Not really. He didn't.
Don't remember that scene. I just remember the scene where they were gonna do it, but then they obviously couldn't, and she just couldn't. She just had all these questions, and he was very respectful. He was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And then he just stopped because he was like, "She's really not ready." So,
but that's
so
still she may be physically, like you say, she may have been slapping her, but he started grooming her. That was
grooming her. What? Like,
yeah, there was a scene. I don't know why I would keep doing that. I'm not gonna. No, he did in one scene. He didn't ask, or he didn't say or didn't get asked for permission. I mean, he didn't respect boundaries. That's all.
I don't know. I can't remember that scene. I can only remember that scene when they were gonna and then they didn't because she wasn't
Maybe he
ready,
skipped all
and
the nice parts.
I didn't. I just can't remember that scene. But he respected that she wasn't ready and just left it. They didn't go any further. That's one scene I remember.
Okay, if he respect that, why can he respect that? Maybe like if she didn't respond to any of his letters, why can he respect the possibility that maybe she didn't want to be with him anymore, that she moved on? He couldn't let that go. He
Yeah,
still
no. I agree. But what I'm saying is they're honestly as bad as each other. They both have equally different points that make them bad. Like I agree. Like his obsession with her is just I don't understand it. And I don't think I could even explain it. Like if we saw that now, we'd be like if that was our friend as well, we would be like, oh my God, what is wrong? Like what is going So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that they're both as bad as each other. And
yeah, but
they both have an
Noah is
equal hand.
worse.
I think Allie is worse, I honestly.
No, I think Noah.
Tess, who's worse?
I think they're both not quite both.
She's obviously gonna pick your side. She's on your side.
She went middle ground. She went middle ground.
Yes, I'm on the fence.
Just to add for argument's sake, I'm on the fence.
Wait, me and Ellie are actually on the same team.
Mic
Actually.
dropped.
Well, we can ask the audience what they think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Do you
Yeah.
think Noah is a full toxic character that probably influenced Allie to become as toxic as him, or do you think they both started off as toxic people?
Leave it in the comments below. Let us know
Yeah.
your thoughts.
Yeah.
Or do you have a completely different opinion to this film and these characters?
Maybe none of this even happened. Maybe we've just taken
Maybe
something
we've
that
just gaslit ourselves into thinking it.
yeah, we probably did, didn't we? Especially
Yeah.
Grace.
That's another debate. All right then. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more videos like this. And let us know if you want to see any more other movie debates. And
Yeah.
all right then. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.